Hey guys, welcome to part 3. If you haven't seen part 1 or 2, go down to my channel. I promise it's gonna be the last one, but let's get back into it. So yeah. It was what did I call her again? Jasmine. It was Jasmine, and then it was Callie, and then it was his mom throughout everything, and then now this girl, his co-worker Jennifer. Like, he don't set boundaries, and I kept telling him that. Like, I kept saying, like, bro, this is not just 2 incidents of what happened throughout our whole relationship. You don't set boundaries, you let people disrespect me. Like, as a man, you should be able to be like, yo, that's my woman, that's my girl, that's my wife, that's my girlfriend, that's my fiance, that's whoever I am at the moment, and be like, don't talk about her like that in front of me or in front of her. Like, keep that shit to yourself. That's disrespectful. I don't want to hear that shit. Like, I expect that from him, but he never does that. And every time those situations happen, oh, I'm sorry, I'll learn from this and I won't do it again. But it happens all the time. So I said to him, like, you're mad shady. Those things that happen, you're shady. And so that's why the whole thing with, what's her name? Oh my God, I still can't remember. Jasmine. The whole thing with Jasmine is that, I don't think it was shady for, but he just didn't handle it well. And I get it was the beginning of their relationship. We were only dating for a couple months, so I get that. The whole thing with Callie, that's mad shady. How do you not keep your friend's number? You had her number before, and all of a sudden it's now just a number, not a name. That's shady. And then he didn't handle it well when she was being mad disrespectful. Then the whole thing with Jennifer, with the whole thing talking about, I thought that was fucked up for her to say or whatever, but you don't say it to her. That's shady. Because he was trying to say, like, oh, I never, like, said that in her. I never talked to her about any other situation. He was just like, oh, I was just so mad that this is why I talked to her. I'm like, that's a lie, bro. Because she's talking about asthma, and I only have asthma in the summer. And we're in December, bro. So, like, there's obviously a time that you talked to her before this. And he's like, no, it had to be like 2 years ago or something. I'm like, bro, like, why would she bring that up? Like, no one remembers that shit, bro. Like, if you haven't talked to her about it recently. And then you're like, oh, I've never brought it to her. I never said that you fake asthma attacks or whatever. I'm like, dude, she didn't pull that out of her ass. She didn't pull that out of thin air. Like, you had to have said something to her about that. But like my husband, he denied, and he mad shady. And what he uses, oh, I don't remember, or no, that's not true. Or he says some stuff that you can't prove that is wrong, but it sounds so wrong. Like, you can't prove it's right and you can't prove it's wrong. It's right there in the middle. Like, you're trying to say this is true. I can't prove that it's not, but it sounds sus. That's why my husband is shady. But anyway, that was the whole argument or whatever. We ended up just kind of just like, he admitted that I had to be like, just tell me that you're shady. You a shady fucking person, and that's it. So he said that or whatever. We ended up talking some more, and he's like, oh, you're going to hold me against it or whatever. I'm like, nah, like, I don't care that you're saying these things, but it's kind of shady that you're saying it to her, Jennifer, and not me. Like, saying all the shit that you're gonna serve me divorce papers by the end of December. That's shady. If you're gonna say that to her, then say that to me. Like, don't hide behind that. Grow some balls and say it in front of me. Like, and he's like, oh no, I was just mad, blah 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 blah, and shit. And I'm like, okay, whatever, buddy, whatever you say. Like, again, can't prove it, can't deny it. Like, it's so hard to have conversations with him because he always just uses, like, those perfect excuses that is just right in the middle. But anyway, we ended up just dropping it or whatever and talking about it. I did miss him. I did really miss him, talking to him and stuff. So I just kind of made a joke out of it. I'm like, oh, are you going to tell her that I read all your texts or whatever, and blah, 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 blah. He was like, oh, my thing is violated. I feel like my privacy is violated. I'm like, dude, you came over here with the phone and said I can read it. So how is it violated? He's like, oh, I know, but it feels so violated. I'm like, bro, just shut up. Like, because you lied, bro. You lied and then be like, oh, well, I didn't remember that. How you not remember you were reading the text and you didn't say everything? You a liar, but whatever. I dropped it. So we ended up ending it on a good note. We just like talked or whatever, and he's just like, I told him what I needed from him. Just tell me the truth, and tell me the truth right there, and I'll try to believe you, but you're still a shady person. And so we ended on that. We had a good night or whatever. We had food together, and we drank a little bit, and we just had an okay night. It was fine. So the video with me doing my weight, that was after we made up, and we're all like, oh, nice and funny together or whatever. But I just wanted to come on here, before I go to bed, before I go back inside, and just say that and everything. But I'll keep you guys posted on my life. This is what this channel is about. So when I get pissed off at my husband, or when I get upset, or when I just need to vent or whatever, I'm venting right on here, and it just feels amazing. So I hope you guys are here for the ride. If not, thank you for watching this video, but I hope you guys stay. Please subscribe to my channel. Comment, like, and subscribe. Do all of that. Hit the notification bell button down below, and like usual, we'll chat. So peace.